Hello guys, this is Brian Mounts. I run topoffmycoffee.com in this channel, and today I'm coming to you with a video about the K-Latte. That's the Walmart version of the K-Café, which is a little bit fancier version. Right here is the K-Latte. I've been experimenting with that over the past 10 days or so, and I have the K-Café, the special edition version of it, sitting right over there in a box. A little bit later in the video, I'll hold the box, but I'm not going to talk about that yet because I haven't used it. As you can see, I've got a smorgasbord of coffee things here because what I want to talk to you about today is a common question that I get over on the website and I've gotten in the comments here from time to time. The question of the matter is, do the K-Latte and the K-Café make espresso? So these machines are kind of competitors to the entry-level Nespresso units. This is the Espresso Mini. There's also the virtual line machines that they make, which are also kind of combo units, espresso and coffee. But does the K-Latte and K-Café actually make espresso? The short answer to that is no. No, they don't. That's the simplest answer. You could stop watching the video right now. Please don't, because I got more to say. What's interesting about the K-Latte and the K-Café is that they're basically making, they're using the same pod, the same K-cup that any other Keurig machine uses. So you've got about 11 to 12 grams of coffee in here. What it's doing is it's brewing, when you use the latte button, the shot button, you're actually brewing a 2-ounce cup of coffee, except for the coffee is brewed extremely slow. So as you see back here, I've also got more coffee makers. This is the K-Supreme. In my garage, I have the K-Supreme Plus. The K-Supreme Plus has a 4-ounce button. You can actually brew 4-ounce cups of coffee. So what I'm going to say here is this brews a 2-ounce cup using that shot button, but it brews it ultra slow. So the K-Supreme Plus has the slowest brew time possible, and that's a good thing if you're new to this channel. The slower your Keurig or your K-Cup machine brews, the better flavor you're going to get out of the coffee, out of the K-Cups. So the K-Supreme Plus, if you were to brew an 8-ounce cup of coffee on the slowest or the strongest setting, you're basically getting water to grind contact time of 1 minute and 45 seconds. Now, the shot option here on the K-Latte and the K-Café gives you 35 seconds of water to grind contact time for 2 ounces. So let's scale that up to 8, and you're looking at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So it is significantly slower. It's a slower brew than any of the other Keurig options possible. I've never come across anything anywhere close to that. So the brew is actually very, very slow. Now it's only 2 ounces, so it doesn't take very long, but the whole point is to take that 2-ounce cup and then use the provided, this comes with the machine, comes with both machines, use the provided frother, and you put your milk in there and you froth some milk up and you make something like a latte. The difference is it's just strong brewed coffee. Now, I actually think that the strong brew coffee of this 2-ounce thing is actually fantastic. If you look at a Nespresso unit, this is supposed to make espresso. Now the difference here, and I'll go into this in greater depth in a future video, but to be brief, this is brewing under pressure, and this, when you use the shot button, is not brewing under pressure. It's just brewing slow. And even though both of these are giving you the same volume of coffee, you're actually running coffee through more grind when you use the Keurig machine over an Espresso unit. Look at that. The Nespresso unit is teeny tiny, and that's supposed to brew a shot of espresso. And what's crazy, here's my mocha pot. This is stovetop espresso. It's also not exactly real espresso either. So this is brewing under, not very many grind, or not very much grind, not very many grounds. However you say that. This is not brewing under pressure, and the stovetop espresso makers, if you look at the filter basket, this kind of more resembles a puck that you would experience or see when using a real espresso machine. And I could probably fit the contents of like 4, maybe 3 of those into that. This is supposed to make basically the same amount, like a double shot. So I don't know, you're actually being able to get more grind in one of these things than you are this. But it's also not real espresso either because the pressure isn't high enough. So you are going to get a little bit of crema here. You're going to get like a taste of crema here that just goes away instantly because there's not enough pressure. And here you don't get any at all. So is this real espresso? No, it's not. It is good, strong coffee. And I'll go into this also a little bit more in depth in other videos on how this works and how it compares to the K-Café, which is the fancier version. And I'm also going to go into the quality of the coffee that this thing makes. Just to finish this video off, I'll just give it to you right now. If you use the shot option on this, the coffee is fantastic. And whether you're using a premium K-Cup, I mean, I got my Illies here, I got my favorite Rev No Surrenders, I've got my Death Wish over there, I've got a few other options, Boyds and things that I like. But here's the thing. If you use like a really cheap thing, like a cheap K-Cup, this is the Great Value Breakfast Blend K-Cup that I bought at Walmart. I want to say per K-Cup, this might have been somewhere around 17 cents. Whereas things like this are more like 75 to 80 to 90 cents each. 17 cents, when I throw this in there and I brew it with the shot, it actually tastes just as good, if not better, as if I were to use one of these and brew 8 ounces. Literally the speed, the slow brewing of the shot actually brings out more flavor from these cheap K-Cups than anything else I've tried. Like literally, if you wanted an 8-ounce cup of coffee and you didn't care about waste, you could brew 4 of these using that shot and get a full 8 ounces of like really strong coffee. And 4 of these cost less than 1 of those. And the flavor's actually going to be a little bit better. Nuts. I've like tried this over and over for the past 7-8 days in a row. And every single day, no matter which K-Cups I'm trying, it actually pans out. Like these actually taste fine. Now, if you were to brew this with an 8-ounce setting regular, it tastes terrible in my opinion. But man, you kick it over onto the shot and put a few of them together, that's a really good cup of coffee. It's one of the better cups of Keurig coffee. Now, of course, you could do the same thing with these premium things and it will taste spectacular as well, but that costs quite a bit more. I can't imagine going through like 4 80-cent K-Cups every day for 1 cup of coffee. I mean, might as well just go out to a local cafe. Anyway, I'm making this video way longer than it needs to be. This machine and the fancier, the nicer K-Café don't make real espresso. They do make strong coffee, and if you mix it together with milk or frothed milk, it's going to resemble lattes and cappuccinos and whatnot. It's going to be similar to this, but different. Neither one of them are real espresso. So take that for what it's worth. And make sure to follow along, hit the subscribe button. In the future, I'm going to be doing those comparisons of the K-Latte and the K-Café, at least the special edition. And I'm just going to do a full feature review of these things too. So I hope that helps. I didn't even talk about that. That's the grind. I suppose the last little thing I should say is if you're making like strong coffee, you can use your own grind. And use one of my K-Cups, one of the reusable K-Cups, so you can actually get something fresh as opposed to using pre-ground stuff inside plastic. That helps a lot because you can't really do that with an espresso units. And I know there's some people out there that think you can, but I've never been able to do it. Granted, I haven't tried in a while, but fresh grind is going to make it even better. Still not espresso, but it's going to taste pretty darn good. So anyway, that's what I got for you today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, if you found it helpful, hit that button down below. Take a look at the description. There will be a couple other relevant links to other videos on the channel. And I appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next video.